Alright, today I'm gonna show you guys how to change the windshield on a 1995 Skidoo Formula SL. This machine is very clean. Absolutely beautiful. So this hood, this windshield here, it just has zip ties on it, right? Because usually there's these little rubber pieces that would go on here and hold your windshield in place, but most of them get dry rotted because these sleds are 20, 30 years old, right? So previous owner had zip ties on them, so I'm just gonna keep on using zip ties because I don't happen to have any of the rubber things that go on it. On this windshield here, it is the windshield and the headlight bezel. Most of the older sleds, 90s, early 2000s, Skidoos had these. I want to say up till 2003. That's when the new Rev XP body style came out and they ditched this body style. But what we're working at, we have this little headlight bezel and the windshield. And that's going to be on most of your Skidoo sleds. So, yeah. All I did is I took some cutters here, some pliers right here, these little Craftsman, and I just cut all the zip ties. And then the hood came off and the headlight bezel came off. Very easy. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Say around 10 zip ties or the rubber things. And then what I found worked out best is after I cut off all of the old zip ties, I put the hood down, and then here I can show you guys. This one is not the headlight bezel and stuff though, so the bezel would be right about here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that line, but it'd go right around there. I found out I could just kind of get my fingers in here and here. That came off, and then I just kind of grabbed this side of the hood and that side of the hood, and it kind of just pulled off. So very easy to do. Pretty sure this windshield is a Cobra windshield. I recommend changing them. If you guys do have any of those rubber pieces, make sure to be very careful with them because they do tend to like to dry rot and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna get all these zip ties on here and I will catch up with you guys. So I got some zip ties here and I will show you guys the rest of me putting these on. There is one zip tie. I have it on there. It's a pretty crappy job, but it is 9:30 and it's about probably -20 in this garage here, about there. So I will get all of these done tomorrow and I will show you guys the finished results. All right, it is Saturday morning, about 11:45. The garage is way warmer. I grabbed some pliers just to help me pull zip ties and get all that done. So after I finished that, this sled in particular is missing a bogey wheel on the front right side. So that's what's going to be next. I'll show you guys me taking off bogey wheel from the parts sled that we have out back and installing it on this sled. But for now, I think we should just finish up this job first. Alrighty, here we go. All plugged in. Just rest it on the ground. And I will plug in my phone and show you guys the rest of this. So as you guys can see here, the zip tie is not fully tightened, but it's okay because you're not going to get it fully tight on here, you know. As long as it holds the hood in place, holds the windshield on the hood, then you should be golden. I'm just going to finish up these last two and tighten the one up in that corner there. And then we'll be golden. Alright, so I got all of them done, and usually on the other skidoo hoods there should be another one of these plastic pieces that should go through here and there on the hood, but this hood in particular does not have those. My guess is because the headlight bezel would go through there, but I think all I'm going to do now is just trim these little tails of the zip ties here, and then we'll call that a job done. All the zip ties are now cut so they will not melt on the motor or the exhaust when it gets warm. Now I just gotta clean up all these little cuttings of the zip ties that are in the engine now, in the belly pan here. I just want to get that done too. I think that's all of them. I'll show you guys some before and after pics on here because it looked really bad before. And this is the finished product here. You can see this hood did sit in here for a little while, so it is dusty. There's a bit more things that I can do on this sled. Like I can repaint that. And I would like to change the rear tail light because it is broken. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So what I mainly want to do is change that rear tail light and of course get that front bogey wheel from the parts sled. I'll show you guys a video of that sometime. I also would like to fix that. I don't like that gap. And if you push it down, it goes away somewhat, but it still does not look very good. The hood looks like this from the inside, very nice, and it looks even better on the outside. And like I said, I'll show you guys some before and after pics, and I can also show you where the headlight bezel would go. This is the headlight bezel. Most of them are just like a black, and it would go just about like that on it. I think it looks way better without the headlight bezel, and the headlight bezel is just built in. I think that makes it look 100 times better, and it also looks way better with this black windshield than that yellowy see-through old trail sled window that is also broken. Thank you guys for watching. I will also make some videos on that bogey wheel and that rear tail light. Both of them are pretty straightforward. Like and sub, add a comment,